What's up, guys? My name is Jo. I'm a registered nutritionist and dietitian, and welcome to Healthy on a Budget. Da-da-da-da-da. Instrumental music. I've made 2 of these videos in the past, and I don't know why I stopped making them. Maybe because I'm not the greatest chef, but then I realized to hone into those skills of not being a great chef. We're just everyday people who love to eat and want to find a way to stay healthy, but on a budget. So today I'm going to break down 3 recipes, 1 snack, 1 day that will be something that can fit your budget a little better. Okay, hindi ko na kayo papahintayin pa. Let's get into the video. Let's see these recipes. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and thumbs up if you want to see more, and you know that bell thingy if you want notifications when I upload. Okay, thank you. Alright, as per usual, we have a little bit of a disclaimer. The prices that I will be sharing are just based on market prices. Prices can still go down or go up depending on where you're going to buy. This is basically just general prices. Also, the prices will change depending on how you buy your food items as well. And we calculated this day based on the recipes. Of course, if you are buying in bulk or buying for a week, this is not going to be the price of your receipt in the grocery. This is going to be the price per day based on the ingredients that we buy. If you want a full week healthy on a budget, I can work on it. I will try my best, but for now you get 1 day and this is it. Okay, let's do it. You always want to have a very filling, satisfying breakfast, because when you're not satisfied with your first meal, you have a tendency to get hungrier throughout the day, so we want something nice and satisfying. So what I decided to do was some French toast. Oh, so French toast, okay. Let's make our French toast. So I do want to emphasize I am not a chef, so this is definitely just my random recipe. I did an egg, some milk, some sugar, and some cinnamon. Mix that up and ready to dip your bread. If you want a more French toast experience, you can use a thicker bread like the brioche bun. But for budget purposes, since you are doing healthy on a budget, we are just doing your regular old whole wheat bread. Then I'm going to toast that up, and for extra crunch, I'm actually going to toss it into the air fryer. Then I'm going to top it with my bananas, a little sprinkle of sugar, and some peanut butter for that balance. And there you go. Super easy, super delicious. This is the breakdown of our ingredients. That's me imagining how I'm going to put it onto the screen when the editing happens. A simple, balanced breakfast. You can still add a little bit more protein source if you want to, but for now, this is what we got, and this is the dish. So our total cost is $41.49 for the whole recipe. You can also replace some of the ingredients here for also more affordable versions. Like you can choose a different milk if you want to, and also if you have a cheaper place that sells eggs, this recipe cost will definitely go down as well. Bum, bum, bum. Every single meal here is focused on balance. Balance being the presence of your carbs, your fats, your protein, and of course your fiber source, which is your fruit and vegetable, to help you stay satiated and to get you the nutrients that you need. One of the main struggles that we have probably on a budget is the difficulty having balance in your meals. So you always want to make sure you are buying your local in-season produce to help you keep the cost down. For example, there's a very expensive vegetable that you might be buying, which is broccoli and cauliflower. There are times where they are cheaper and times that are more expensive. So we can also stick to the more local and usually more consistent prices like your sitaw, eggplant, kangkong. That's why we are making our second dish, which is your chicken adobo. Chicken adobo. So most of the time when we have adobo, this is a really delicious meal, but we tend to lack some veggies. So what we're gonna do with this specific recipe is add our local ingredient, sitaw. Now it's time to cook our adobo. So I did my garlic first, and I put only a little bit of oil on the pan because I know the chicken will seep out some more oil, and I don't want this adobo to be too greasy. Then we're gonna add in our soy sauce and vinegar mix, some pepper, some bay leaf, a little bit of sugar to thicken that sauce. And while that's cooking, I'm gonna do my sitaw so I can half add it in and allow it to cook but not overcook with the rest of the chicken. And there you go, serve it with some egg for more adobo realness. And this is the breakdown cost of our dish. So the cost for this whole recipe without rice is $190. 4 to 5 servings from this recipe, which brings our cost per person or per serving to 47.60. Adding 1 cup of rice, which is about 9 pesos, that brings us to 56.6 per serving. The most expensive ingredient in this dish was our chicken. It will depend on your local market how much they cost their chicken. Now let's go to our snack. Most people are afraid of snacks, but let me tell you, if you struggle with binge eating, and if you struggle with at night feeling super duper hungry and cravey for all of those amazing crazy food items, snacks are your friend. You need not be afraid of it the same way I was before. And we also want to try to add a little bit of balance to our snack. And most of our snacks tend to be higher on the carbohydrates. Did you see that fly? Most of our snacks tend to be higher on the carbohydrates. Nothing wrong with that, but it is easier to feel hungry right away with those types of snacks. So we want to opt to add a little bit of protein or some fiber. So for this snack, I am doing crackers, cheese, and an apple on the side. Something very simple and basic and easy to have. Crackers are such a great snack for on the go, especially for busy people. So just add your protein or your fiber to help balance it out and you're good to go. This total snack will cost us 34 pesos. See, if you're just doing the cheese and crackers, that would be about 15 pesos. And one apple can range from 19 to 35 pesos per piece. So like we mentioned a while ago, you can also opt for a different fruit. If you want to cut down the costs a little bit, 10 pesos per banana. You can also go for star apple if it's local and available to you, or any other fruit to add in that boost of fiber. You can also do cucumber or tomato slices to make little tiny cracker sandwiches. You can also shift your cheese into boiled egg. Honestly, Filipino recipes are actually quite affordable because they focus on your local ingredients, but apart from that, they're already pretty balanced. The main concern is the amount of veggies we add. We have a tendency to create our Filipino recipes with maybe less veggies than the original recipe would call for. You don't have to always do chop suey as your vegetable source. There's so many Filipino recipes and dishes that actually have that for itself. So let's go into our next dish for this day, which is chicken afritada. Ta-da! This might actually be more chicken menudo than chicken afritada, but you know what? Let's just go with it. Chicken with tomato sauce. Now let's do our chicken in tomato sauce. So I'm just gonna debone my chicken breast, and you can actually get chunks instead, so you don't have to go through this process. The price may change though. Then I'm gonna prep my ingredients. So just gonna cut my carrots small, going to cut some bell peppers small, and then I'm just going to cook my garlic so I can add in my chicken. When it's a little bit white on the sides but not fully cooked, I'll add in my bell pepper. And I'm actually gonna do the carrots separately because I know that they tend to overcook. I don't want to overcook the chicken or the carrots, you know, like something like that. Then I'm gonna add in my tomato sauce, and I'm gonna flavor it, of course, along the way, some green peas, and we are done. Overall, this recipe will cost us 211 without rice. So this is just the ulam itself. If we are dividing this recipe to 5 people, like I did, this will cost 42.37 per serving. Then adding that cup of rice, because we love rice, 51.37 per serving. The highest cost in this dish is the bell pepper, and that's kind of a staple in these dishes. So if you do want to change it up for a different vegetable, that's completely fine. So you can opt for tomatoes. You can opt to switch out your bell pepper for maybe cabbage or any other vegetable that is available and a little bit less expensive for you. This is not the most budget day, but it amounts to around 183.47 pesos per person per day, or rounding that up to 184. Again, this is per person, so it will definitely change the whole ratio or the whole budget for the whole day with added servings. Health doesn't have to be so expensive. Focus on locally sourced ingredients, try to plan out your meals for the week so it's a little bit easier to budget, and more importantly, focus on what's available to you. That's the end of this video. If you want more of these, you know you have to subscribe and leave a comment below what you want to see next, or maybe other ideas that you have for this specific little segment that we have here. And if you found it helpful, share it with your friends. Thank you so much for watching. Till the next video, don't forget, you always deserve to eat. Bye!